All right, everybody, welcome back to the 2016 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament presented by the Jeep brand. Our second first-round matchup today, number 9 seed Butler, a 48-47 winner over 8-seeded Xavier. That actually snapped a 2-game skid in the series for Butler against the Musketeers. Xavier had swept the regular season series 73-63 back on January 5th and 55-47 on January the 29th. We have head coach Kurt Godlewski with us, as well as student-athlete Blair Langlois. Just as earlier, we will ask that the coach present us with an opening statement. We'll then open it up to Q&A for the student-athlete only. When we're finished with Blair, we'll dismiss her, and then we'll do Q&A with the head coach. And when you do ask your question, again, please identify yourself, name, and affiliation for the benefit of our transcribers who are with us remotely. And with that, Coach Godlewski will take an opening statement. Please, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. We knew coming into this game that, it was going to be a tough battle because we've had 2 terrific games with Xavier, and it was really important for us, number one, to get off to a great start, which we did. I think our kids did a fantastic job in the first half in our zone and covering people and guarding more than one person and anticipating plays. And then secondly, defensive rebounding. Even though they had 10 offensive rebounds, I think that's going to happen. But our kids did a wonderful job with that. And I think the second big thing that happened is Blair was very aggressive with the basketball and attacking the rim and finishing shots. And especially when we get Blair and Sydney going, that's when we have the ability to score points. But more importantly, I was really impressed with our 2 seniors. Bell playing really on a leg and a half, I thought was wonderful. And then our freshman did a really nice job of chipping in, and it's a really good experience. Blair and I were just talking. It's her and my first Big East tournament win, and we're pretty excited about it.
Coach, thank you. Before we open it up to questions, just a couple of notes. This is Butler's first victory in the Big East tournament after dropping a game each of the last 2 years. And Blair had 20 points and 8 rebounds in the victorious effort. We'll open it up to questions now for Blair. And once again, name and affiliation, please. Start with John.
John Fanta, Big East Digital Network. Blair, what exactly was it that was working for you early in this game for you to get such a groove going?
Yeah, I think I just kept attacking. We were setting that high ball screen, and they seemed to get stuck on it a lot, and I would just keep attacking and either look for the post player, or a lot of times I had the lane just to keep attacking, and if not, we just get onto our offense.
I saw that earlier in the regular season, Aaliyah Zant has been very good against you guys. How did you really keep her and then Xavier's guards from really getting anything going for much of the evening?
Well, I think she has hit a lot of big shots, and we had to really recognize that into shot clocks to find her and Jenna. So, it was really focusing on those 2 at the end of shot clocks are really important and crucial to getting a stop.
Thanks.
In the first half especially, your zone was really effective. You really forced a lot of erratic passes from Xavier. Could you comment on that?
Can we have your name and affiliation first,
Dan
please?
Beatty with the DePaulia.
I just think that we just stayed in the paint and focused on stopping them inside before outside. I think that they didn't know what to do when we weren't all spread out, and a lot of the things they try to do is high-low, and I think that really messed with them not being able to just hit it high-low every single time.
Okay, LaChine.
LaChine Robinson, Fox Sports 1. They're looking at your starting lineup. I know Bell is listed as an upperclassman, but doesn't have a lot of playing experience in terms of basketball. So how did you go about preparing this young team for what they should expect in the Big East tournament?
Well, right before the game in the huddle, I told them just to have fun. If we're not going to have fun, then it's not worth being here, because I haven't won a game in the Big East. We all got to come out in the tournament. And so we all just got to come out, play loose, and we have nothing to lose really. If we win, it's awesome, and we're really excited about it. So couldn't ask for more.
And one more. Do you want me to say my name
go
again?
Ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Take us back to those final possessions where Brittany had missed some free throws and kind of looked like was hanging her head and trying to regroup. What was going on in that moment with your team?
Yeah, we were saying nothing but positive things. She has to move on, and we told her nothing matters now except getting a stop, and all she wanted to do after the game, she told me all I wanted to do was block that shot at the end just to make sure, to make up for it, because she really wanted to make up for it, and she did feel down, but we weren't going to let her feel down because it's too important to have her to get that defensive stop down there.
And one more quick
Sure,
one for her.
go ahead.
Coming into a situation where a team had beaten you guys twice in the regular season, what does that do, for you coming in terms of, trying to turn the page, but then also what did you guys just really want to do different? The one thing maybe you wanted to do different against them?
Oh, well, I was talking to my dad before the game, and he said the odds are with you guys. I mean, you're bound to win one against them, and we did. So he was really, I looked at him after the game, we fist pumped because, we were bound to win one against them. They're our rivals. We come out every game. It's always heated between our two teams when we match up, so it was awesome.
Bob Sakamoto, DePaul Athletics. Blair, I covered the game you played here recently against DePaul. You shot the lights out. Today you played well again. Do you just like our gym? Is that what's going on down there?
Hey, I don't mind it. It's nice. He asked me the last time we were here if it's a good shooting gym, and it's not bad.
Did you hit like 4 or 5 threes in a row?
Yeah, yeah.
We like the rims.
Yeah, they're not bad.
All right, any other questions for Blair?
Yep. Eugene Evans, College Sports Overload. Tell me about that third quarter. You guys overcame adversity by allowing 21 points to Xavier. How huge is that to overcome that and to be able to fight on to win?
Yeah, it seems to be our kind of downfall as a group is the third quarter. So, we just got to hang on and really keep fighting. We got to keep working on that, obviously. Coming out the third quarter, DePaul's, they're going to come after us every single quarter, so we can't have one let down like we did tonight.
Okay, anything else for Blair? Okay, Blair, thank you very much. You can depart the room through the back door there. We'll let Blair take off here in a couple of seconds, and then we'll open it up to Q&A for Coach. Okay, once again, name and affiliation, please, for questions for Coach.
LaChina Robinson, Fox Sports 1. I always say, it's with the round robin in conference play, you get a shot at a team twice, but then obviously this being your third time. What was coming in, what was the one area that you thought you would have to be more effective against Xavier?
It was exactly what Blair talked about and what we worked on and were very effective on in the first half of getting out and taking away wings and then immediately taking away short corner. Xavier in the first 2 meetings did a terrific job of moving the basketball and moving their interior players where they were getting that, and then consequently our guards were having to come way down, and Zant in those first 2 games hit big shots against us. Our wings, Blair and Bell to start with, did such a great job of that's really what limited Zant, and we had a couple of defensive lapses there with Crittenden, which I didn't think should have happened in the first half. And if we don't have those, maybe the lead at halftime is a little bit bigger, because Blair's right. We were always very cautious about that third quarter for some reason. Our kids have always stalled in the third quarter so far this season and have had poor third quarters, but one thing that they have done that I would add what Blair said is they've been very resilient. We've gone through an awful lot with injuries and not playing with a full roster, and winning 10 games is very difficult on a group of kids, but I've never been around a group that has stayed more positive and really has played very good basketball down the stretch for a very few limited games anyway, and been very proud of them for that.
And one more question, LaChina Robinson, Fox Sports 1. You decided to go big at the end of the game. What went into that decision to put Ward at the 3?
2 things. Defensively, I got that substitution in defensively to try to get a big stop there in the stretch, and we wanted to definitely at that point in time play possession by possession. And then the second thing it did is it forced that mismatch with Zant, and that was our focus, to try to go down low then to take advantage of their guards.
Dan Beatty with the DePaulia. What exactly did Xavier do so well in the third quarter?
Well, they ran a set that they have not run in the first 2 games by upscreen the middle person of our zone as they stretched the bottom wing person out to the corner. We got a chance to finally talk about it at a timeout and through substitution rotations, and they actually almost got it again there at the end of the game because Torrey fell asleep. But he did a wonderful job of utilizing that. And then, the second thing is they made that run in the third quarter with hitting some threes, and then our kids kind of started getting stretched out and maybe weren't rotating as fast. But you got to give him credit for saving that and then utilizing it in the third quarter.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Butler advances to play number 1 seed DePaul tomorrow, 6 o'clock here at McGrath-Phillips Arena on Fox Sports 2. All right, we'll start off with an opening statement for head coach Brian Neal, and then we'll open it up to Q&A. Coach?
I thought Butler packed it in a 2-3 zone. We looked like we'd never seen a 2-3 zone before, played very passive. I thought Butler played very hard, and we just didn't. And I think that's my opening statement.
All right, we'll open it up to questions. Again, name and affiliation, please.
Dan Beatty with the DePaulia. Were you expecting to take so many threes?
I don't have a certain number that
You took 20 threes in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a number that we were going to take coming in, so I don't know. I didn't have a certain number we were going to shoot or not shoot.
John Fanta, Big East Digital Network. Coach, what did you feel like Butler did differently than in the first 2 matchups you had in the regular season, which you guys had won?
Well, they had their whole lineup for one. The second game they were missing Schickel. But we knew they were going to play a 2-3 zone. I thought they pressed a little bit more than they did, and they just sat back in the zone, and we just dribbled the ball on the ground, or we just wouldn't attack it like we should have been attacking it. And so we resulted in poor possession after poor possession, and so.
Eugene Evans, College Sports Overload. Take me back to the last minute of play, especially the shot clock violation, when you guys were dribbling around the perimeter.
What's the question? Take you back to it.
The last minute of the game when you guys had that possession, which the shot clock violation.
We should have shot the ball. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, we ran a play, and they're counting it down 10, 9. The ball gets away at 3, and they hadn't shot it, so we should have shot the ball.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Coach.
This should be interesting tomorrow. That was your first one. That one got I think that was the one which coach got. I believe that. Mine That wasn't hard. You did get it. Those are fine. Yeah, especially if there's all you can see. In the done scenarios, you never know.
Good, how are you? Yeah, that win.
You were flexible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably fine if I leave stuff under here. Greg would have handled it too, I'm sure.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.